Candid conversations with real people in the Texas asphalt pavement industry. From the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association in Buda, Texas, this is Asphalt Unscripted.
Hello, interweb world, podcast land citizens. Hey, welcome to another edition of Asphalt Unscripted. We're here in beautiful Buda, Texas, hosting today our wonderful president, Eric Schranz, the 2022 president of TXAPA, yes. Eric Schranz. And of course, with me today, I'm Harold Mullen, by the way, with TXAPA. And with us today, my co-host over here across the table is Corey Schwartz. Hi, Corey.
Yes. So back to co-host. Yesterday, the last time we were going to be host together, and now I'm co-host again.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm good with it though. Fine. I love co-host because that means he's leading the boat.
No, we're joint hosts. How about that?
Joint hosts. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
It's a partnership.
Partnership.
Yeah.
But I just got to know again.
What?
What did you call the internet?
Interweb.
Interweb.
Yeah, interweb world.
We're learning a little bit of Mississippi language today.
Absolutely.
A little bit of Mississippi language.
That's a new technical term. And of course, in the hot seat today, we have to be on our best behavior because our president is here today.
That is true. Best behavior.
And I'm always on my best behavior. Known for that, for sure.
Mr. Schranz is with Austin Bridge and Road Company, has done a great job as our president, and we want to thank you for everything you've done. Yesterday, we had our board meeting, our November board meeting, and Eric had a special Thanksgiving lunch for us. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it.
And it was very good, and I appreciate we had a great attendance and really good food. It was a very pleasant time to spend together.
It was delicious.
It was really good. Corey, did you eat too much?
No.
Or did you take a nap afterwards?
I took a nap after.
Okay.
Didn't eat? Oh, wait. I did not take a nap, Mr. President.
See? Oh, yeah. Naps are good.
See? Okay.
Siesta.
Hey, what this is, Asphalt Unscripted is all about the people in our industry. And today, this is all about Mr. Eric Schranz. So we want to hear more and more about Eric. And one of the things I want to know is, what university did you go to?
Mean Green. I went to University of North Texas in Denton.
Oh.
Graduated there in 1999.
Wow.
Interesting fact is my dad told me before I went to college I had 5 years to graduate, and it'd be the best time of my life. But he was right. I took 5 years and a summer, and I had the best time of my life.
So the summer part, did you have to pay for that, or was the 5 years?
He threw it in.
He threw it in?
Yeah. He saw the end of the, light at the end of the tunnel, so he threw it in there.
So what was your major at the Mean Green University?
I got a Bachelor of Business Administration with a professional field in finance. My father's other great advice was find something that's easy and get a degree.
Wow.
It's a wise man.
Yeah.
Finance is not easy. Business is not easy, though.
It works out with what I'm doing now.
Well, that's for sure. That's for
and there's always a need for it out there, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
No matter what industry you're in, there's always financial people.
And part of how I got into the industry, which I think is a question coming up, is there was an opening at Austin Bridge and Road for an accountant for the asphalt plants. And my dad called me up because he worked for Austin. And he said, hey, they got a position for accounting over at the asphalt plants. And I was like, I don't know what an asphalt plant is. And I said, I don't do accounting. He goes, you got a finance degree, you can do accounting.
Ooh.
So he was a great leader and a mentor of mine, and it really got me into the business.
How many years ago was that?
That was 2001.
2001? Long time.
I'm going to date myself a little bit. I got laid off during the dot-com bust.
Oh, wow.
In 2000. I was working for a tech company, and I got laid off, and I was actually collecting an unemployment check, the only time I have in my life.
Wow.
And, obviously I knew about Austin. My father worked there, ended up working there 36 years. But just, I was making paper airplanes in the halls when I was 5 years old, going up there on Saturday. And, he was the CPA or the he was a controller for Austin Industries. And so he worked to close out the books for the year, January through February on Saturdays up there. So
wow,
I was running the halls at 4 or 5 years old.
So you've been around that company a long time then?
Correct. I would say I've been there 45 years.
Wow, that's incredible.
He started like a couple months before I was born for Austin.
Wow.
So I'm a second generation Austin.
So you just kind of got thrown into the fire there when you came over there to work, and you didn't know anything about asphalt, right?
Didn't even know, no. I knew that NASCAR raced on asphalt primarily.
All right.
Which is, I'm a fan of NASCAR, but I had no clue an asphalt plant, paving, none of it.
So you had to have some mentors in that area too?
Absolutely.
Who would that be?
Well, I had the great fortune to work with Eric Johnson, past president of TXAPA, and spent many years on committees and the board, and just a tremendous mentor for me. And he was the one really recognized as I was doing the accounting work for the plants, and I took an opportunity to go over to Austin Industries to be an internal audit. He presented me with, hey, if you ever want to get out of accounting or internal audit, you could come and be on the operation side of the plants. And it didn't take about 9 months of internal audit that I called him up and I said, are you ready for me? He said, come on over. So that's really how I got, and then I had to go out to Lubbock, Texas.
Well, he was an amazing man. I mean, coming in, this would have been about 7 years ago, he just made you feel seen and known. And that's the one thing I just remember about him as a person, of just making me feel part of this industry right off the bat. And I just, I'm so glad we have the award, the Lifetime Leadership Award that we have under his name. And it's just an amazing man he was.
Yes, and he served our industry like no other.
Like no other. No other. Yeah, I joke to this day that he and Rick Slider, who were very close friends, have been on our board of directors longer than anybody. I mean, they served term after term after term. They filled all the chairs of committees. I'm with you. I'm just so pleased we get to honor Eric in memory of him, our mentorship and leadership award. So that's a great tribute. Great tribute.
So you grew up in the Dallas area then?
Born and raised Dallas-Fort Worth. I spent about 9 months in Nacogdoches, Texas, going to Stephen F. Austin. And my 2.7 GPA was not up to standards for my father, so he said, come on home. So I came on home and graduated with a 2.7 GPA.
From a little bit harder school, too.
They're about the same.
Really?
School.
So it sounds like you have some interest outside of work. What all does Eric like to do when not at work?
I would say obviously my family. I have two sons, 12 and 8 years old.
Wow.
They're a handful.
Fun time.
Lots of fun. And then I enjoy hunting and fishing. And then newly, within the last 2 years, bought myself a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Ooh. And that's where I get my wind therapy, to take off the stress of, we all work in a very stressful industry. A lot of expectations, and fortunately at Bridge and Road, we just have a lot of really good people. Just like the TXAPA staff here, makes my life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that therapy. I share your therapy sessions. I love riding that motorcycle. It's good for that. So it's just your motorcycle a little bit louder. You like that, Harley?
I like the noise. I like the power.
There you go.
I don't know much about motorcycles, but what I found out with Harold, his can back up, where I didn't realize not all motorcycles could back up.
Mine does not have a reverse, but those Hondas are kind of...
Yeah, I can park mine anywhere and get out of it.
It kind of reminds me of my wife's car. It's like a small, compact car or whatever.
Yeah.
But faster.
Open.
But faster. Yeah.
Do we need to race now?
No. We don't do that. So, big NASCAR fan.
Absolutely.
Saw that. So, I just touch a little bit on the fact that you brought so many new things to the presidency and to TXAPA. What's one of those new things that we got to do this year, because you just got in the middle of all that?
Well, we had the fortunate opportunity to sponsor Nice Motorsports. a truck, number 45 at the Texas Motor Speedway this year in May, I believe.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to go out there and enjoy a great event and, be a part of it. It's just hanging out in the pit lanes, hanging out with there was 5 teams that he was racing that day. So just an amazing event with a lot of good people.
Yep.
And, our president-elect, Jason Exum, was out there, and just all the TXAPA staff. We just had a really, really good time.
It was quite the event, and we got to see Texas Asphalt go around the racetrack and be on national TV and those type of things. So spread the good word about asphalt in Texas. So
Absolutely.
That was a lot of fun, and had the great drivers with our hats on and those type of things. So
Rumor is it's happening again.
I think that's a fact.
Oh, it's a fact.
Yes. We are sponsoring the 2023
Same race?
Yes.
it'll be in March this year, though. It's going to be in March. That's right. Yeah,
Awesome.
fun time. So that's a whole new dimension you brought to it. So thank you for that. That's been exciting.
We had the opportunity, and I think we seized it, and we took the opportunity again in 2023. So
One of those other big opportunities that you've been very instrumental in, I'm going to go down that path for a minute, is the workforce development program. We have really gotten involved in workforce development. That's just a huge challenge for our entire industry. But you've been front and center on that, and we have really gotten involved in that here.
absolutely, I think it's definitely needed in our industry. We lack people, lots of funding with TxDOT, and just airport work. The toll authorities. There's just a lot of opportunity in Texas, which is our home. Austin Bridger Road's home and TXAPA's home. So we need people, and this workforce development program that we've invested mightily in.
Right.
We're just getting it off the ground, and hopefully we can attract some people in the asphalt industry that can go work for our members. I think it's a great opportunity.
Well, it's just, I think that's how we learn about who our leadership is, and knowing what y'all's priorities are, and just seeing your priorities of getting the industry's name out there through the race truck, and then coming back and investing in our future. That's a real commitment on your part, I know, is to bring new people into our industry and to take care of those that are already here. So we really appreciate the opportunity to get to work on those programs, because it really is exciting.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
And,
What's exciting to me is it's not like a lot of times when people might think of what do we do, what kind of positions we need, it's just out on the road. But we need everything from your degree, accounting to admin help to
IT.
lab, IT, welders, mechanics. There's just so many opportunities and so many different ways someone can work in our industry. It's just, to me, it's just amazing how many roles there are out there.
So with all those different roles, there's always challenges. What's some of the bigger challenges that you're facing in your world these days?
People. Getting the talent in to build all the work that we've obtained pretty recently. At our asphalt plants, we've always had a really good staff, low turnover. But in our construction part of our business, that's where we really need the biggest help. And we've implemented our own programs to try to recruit and go into career fairs and just bring in the talent to build projects. And I think, with all this funding from TxDOT and from the federal highway bill it's already passed, but that money's about to start flowing into the system. It's all about getting qualified folks in the door, from laborers, foremen, superintendents, project engineers, project managers. That's probably our biggest challenge, just getting the folks in the door.
Wow. Well, I know y'all have done a good job of that, because your performance has proven that y'all have a great team there, because y'all are winning awards on a regular basis now, especially TXAPA and the Quality Asphalt Pavement Awards, not only just on the highway side of things, but for airports. Tell me about all the work at DFW Airport.
Well, they present their challenges, but we've had the opportunity to successfully complete 2 of the runway rehabilitations on 17C and 18R runways. And last week we were just low bidder on the third runway out there on 17R. So just these are runways that are now have asphalt as their final surface, which is obviously what we like in this industry. And, we're turning the airport black.
There you go. There you go. Well, that's just incredible because y'all have done a wonderful job, and I think you've won an award on every project. So congratulations for that, and look forward to another one coming up. So that's outstanding. So I'm going to move away from work a little bit, get back on there. So when you're out there with your Harley Davidson and the wind coming through your hair, through your helmet, I know you wear a helmet.
Most of the time.
Yeah, there you go. What kind of music are you listening to? What do you like to hear?
I like country, but I really love classic rock. So I'm listening to the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac. I do like Blake Shelton. Some people say I resemble him, not with this haircut. But that's the kind of music that gets my blood flowing, and it goes with the motorcycle.
It does.
Life in the Fast Lane. It's a good song.
There you go.
And I'm in the fast lane all the time.
Life in the fast lane.
Yes, sir.
So y'all have a trip that's coming up. Aren't y'all going to do a little riding together?
Trying to.
Get that scheduled?
Yeah,
We're
trying to.
trying to get it scheduled for the first part of next year. Springtime, maybe he'll ride up to the Texas Motor Speedway.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm all about that. That'll
Absolutely.
be good. That'll be good.
Awesome.
So I know you are a big hunter. So what's your favorite hunting experience? Where do you like to go and what do you like to hunt?
Spend a lot of time at Fort Chadbourne in West Texas. It's between Abilene and San Angelo at our deer lease.
Okay.
My father's, we've been on that deer lease for 25 years now. When we go out there, it's 3 generations. It's my dad, myself, and my 2 boys. We were just out there last weekend, and it's our home away from home. We got a couple school buses that we've converted into living quarters.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we have the dish, and it's pretty nice setup. But I do feel my father would rather spend time out there than at home. So that's where we go. That's really where I spend most of my vacation time is at our deer lease.
That's cool.
Haven't figured out a way to ride the motorcycle out there yet. Dirt roads are not kind to motorcycles. A little tough to ride. But.
So how did y'all transform a school bus? Or did y'all just buy it? Were they already pre-built that way? Or
we bought some used. We bought first a used school bus from Austin Industries for $500. I believe my dad told the story. And we took out all the seats and put a couple bunk beds in there and a sink and a shower.
Wow.
And the front part was a living quarter. I'm talking about just a regular long school bus. It's not tall enough for me, being 6'4". I have to duck and walk through there. Everybody else is well short of 5'10", so it fits them perfect. And then a couple years later, we bought another school bus and converted it as more of a bunkhouse, and then took out the beds of the other one. And then we've added, septic system.
Oh, wow.
Man, many talents here.
Man.
Well, I haven't done. I mean, I pay for it, but yeah, it's a pretty nice setup we have. It's home away from home.
Cool.
Sounds amazing.
So do y'all have the 4-wheelers and all that kind of stuff out there?
Well, we have side by sides and
got the toys in.
Absolutely, there's usually 4 of them sitting there.
All right.
Not all. I mean, there's 8
like
people on our lease, so
I bet the boys love those.
yes, that's what they drive, and that's pretty recent. I mean, I would say. The first 22 years we were there, none of us had it. We just drove our trucks around.
Right.
But now everybody's, gotten into the side by sides, and we enjoy our 2013 Ranger Polaris. And yes, the kids, they like to drive it, and they're pretty safe. So I think they're learning good driving habits on the deer lease.
I do think that's an important skill. Like I remember learning. I grew up on 400 acres, and we got to drive everywhere on the land, right? And it teaches you those motor skills. So your kids being able to do that, I think, sets them up for success later on, too, when they get on the road.
Absolutely. The most dangerous thing we do every day is get out on the highway.
Yeah, no doubt about that. But those 4-wheelers and side-by-sides, they're necessary tools in the war against beavers. I want you to know that.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Do y'all have beaver problems out there?
We do not.
Yeah, I figured that.
No beavers.
Mississippi
Not
does.
much There's not a lot of water flow going through it. Just some holding tanks for the cows.
Did you remember it was West Texas?
I know.
West
Texas.
The different environment.
But if you've never been to Fort Chadbourne, it's a place to stop. It's off, I think, Highway 277. It is. They got a great. They rebuilt the fort a little bit, and then it's a great tour stop. And there's a lot of people that roll through there on the motorcycles, and they have a great Emmy Award-winning video that they made. And,
Oh, wow!
It's just and they have a massive gun collection with I think a safe that's about 4,000 square feet.
Wow!
So it's just guns from the first of time all the way up to now. It's amazing.
That's a big
and a lot
safe.
of artifacts, arrowheads. One of the trails went through there. I can't think of which one, but there's just lots of cool old artifacts on that place that they've put all in the safe, and it's a great place to visit. If you're ever out that way, please stop.
I didn't know they had that out there. I really didn't. That's cool. I'd have to go do that. It'd be a great place to ride a motorcycle.
So you also, you have a full-time job. You're the president of TXAPA, but you have a full-time job. How has balancing that worked for you this year?
Well, my other mentor, which is my current boss, Richard Mills, when I told him I was thinking about accepting this role, and he was obviously gracious enough to encourage me to do so, he just reminded me that I did have a full-time job, and that would not change. He was very clear about that, that was expected. Being the TXAPA president has just been an honor, but the staff here is amazing. You don't come in here and you have to run the place, right? Mm-hmm. You just have to help steer us in the right direction and provide good leadership. But this is a world-class association and represents its members tremendously well. And something at Austin and TXAPA, we all promote partnering, and mm-hmm. we do that on a job-by-job basis up at Austin Bridge Road, and we promote partnering with TxDOT here at TXAPA, and it aligns perfectly with what I do at my full-time job.
That relationship we've had with Austin Bridge and Road throughout the years is just invaluable, and we really appreciate that. And I always want to thank Mr. Mills for allowing y'all to have that time to be here and be leaders at TXAPA. It's invaluable for us.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And Mr. Mills has served on the board. So.
Absolutely. He sure has. He sure has. So, back on the music stage, you got to meet a country music star or a Western music star at our annual meeting.
Absolutely. Mr. Pat Green.
Pat Green, exactly. Yeah, that was quite a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was, and he put on a great show, and he supported our industry by donating some money, which was an awesome thing to see, and we look forward to having him back.
Absolutely. We've already got him signed up. Next September at our annual meeting, we will be back in San Antonio, and Pat Green has already agreed to be there, so we're excited about that.
Yeah, I don't want to steal Jason Exum's thunder, but it was his. We just had such a great event. I think it was a good marriage between Pat Green and TXAPA.
Oh, absolutely. And Jason Exum, that was his first act of leadership. He said, "Let's get Pat Green back."
Absolutely.
So
we need that guy.
Yeah, he's the best. And he put on the best concert we've ever had. So it was outstanding.
And the scholarship fundraising and the auction, live and silent auction, just went really well this year. And couldn't be more fortunate to have our partners in the industry donate time and a lot of money to enhance our scholarship program, and it's very nice to see that we're giving out 25 plus scholarships at $10,000 a piece annually now. It's just come a long way since I started working with TXAPA in 2016. Just amazing fundraising effort, and couldn't just appreciate everybody in our industry and what they contribute
Did you see how he humbly just said it was a good year?
Yeah, he didn't mention it was record setting.
Yes,
yeah,
record
that's
setting.
right. Yeah, broke another record.
Well, the bar is set high. We were stressed about achieving that record. And, now it's up to Jason.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what, you and J.B. Klosner with Klosner Equipment, he was our scholarship auction committee chair that you selected. And you two
twisted his arm to accept.
He did a great job, though.
Absolutely. I can't, JB's a dear friend, and couldn't thank him enough for his effort and support in getting us over that goal line.
I was going to say, you two made a dynamic team. Y'all really made it happen. It was really good. And I just wanted to say that that number that you achieved was $635,090. So congratulations. That will change lives. That's what our scholarship program is all about, is changing lives. We're going to be able to change a lot of them that way. So,
absolutely.
Congratulations.
We're finding new and creative ways to give more scholarship money, and we're just, looking forward to those opportunities in the future and raise more money. It's just a tremendous opportunity, and I challenge anybody out there that's looking to get in our industry and needs some help through college that they apply for the scholarships.
Yeah. It's as easy as just going to texasasphalt.org and clicking on the scholarship button, and it walks you right through that process for those that are interested.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And also, they can participate in the Asphalt Rodeo. We have the Asphalt Rodeo competition also going on, and that will be held in March, and you can win scholarships associated with that.
Absolutely.
And what does the winning team get? I know that has been updated.
The winning team gets a $2,000 scholarship each. So that's usually 4 people per team. So they would get $2,000 each, and plus they get their travel money also, so they don't have to be out anything to participate in that program.
Yeah, another great thing about that is they come to our facility, and it's a great opportunity. In the past, we've had individuals walk away with jobs.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
From the Asphalt Rodeo. Yes. So if you're out there, it'd be a great thing to come watch and see who's out there.
Yeah, Michael Lee, who has retired from TxDOT, he's always been a judge at the Asphalt Rodeo. And I think one of his goals each time was to hire somebody each year, which he has. And I know there's 3 winners from the Asphalt Rodeo that are now currently working for TxDOT. So the program works. It really does.
Yes, it does.
So next year, you'll be our past president. Do you have any goals as past president as to what you're going to be doing or chairing or initiating with us?
My main role is to support the incoming president, Jason. Looking forward to doing that. We've developed a pretty good relationship over the last year. And then, doing the past president objectives, helping steer us to, replace outgoing board members that will be done at the end of next year. And, that's really the main function that I'll be participating in. And then just enjoying retirement. I have been serving TXAPA since 2016. I was brought in as the finance committee chair.
Correct.
Did that for a year, and then I served on the board in 17 and 18.
Yep.
And then I became the secretary treasurer.
Correct.
And then I took the president-elect role in 2021 and served as president in 2022. So in 2023, I might take a few years off. I'll always be part of TXAPA, but, and I do look forward maybe when I'm in my 60s to maybe serving in a capacity similar to this again. So
there you go. Good. Well, you've been dynamite. I tell you, you're right. You go way back to 2016, and our finances have never been better. I mean, I have to credit you
for
that.
You can't retire then.
No, you got to keep our finances.
I mean, y'all keep sending me the books, and I'll make sure they're doing right. But we do have, like I said, there's a great staff here. And Stephen is an amazing, with everything that he does, but just fortunate to be, it was, I've heard 10 years ago it was a lot different.
Oh, yeah.
And, we've implemented a lot of things to get us into a position we are now with the great campus that we have here in Buda. It's just an amazing transformation. Really? And the association is just really sitting on good grounds right now to have a successful 50 more years. So
and y'all have those plans in place. That's what is so great is our leadership is always looking for the future, always looking at what we need to be addressing, and y'all have a plan for us, and that's what's so dynamite. That's what makes it so much fun. So we just really, really appreciate your leadership and everything you've done through that, starting way back in 2016.
Oh, I appreciate it.
That was my first year on staff.
Was it? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
So we started together.
We've struggled on that side. We've struggled now.
What is that? Whoa. Slow down there.
But the Hot Mix Center, I mean, I tell you, it is, there is so many certification students coming through here. It has just been great to see the progress in adding certifications for soils, aggregates, and then, coming up with the PG oil certification is just an amazing expansion that we've seen at the Hot Mix Center. And, if we could just get past 555 students, we'd have a record for a month. But we'll settle for 547 in October. But just a great tribute to you and your team on what y'all have accomplished on, especially going through COVID. And I think that allowed us the ability to grow with the virtual and offsite training, and just an amazing transformation that y'all have had, getting these students through the door and getting them certified.
It's been a fun
time.
And
I shouldn't say students because they're not necessarily college-age students.
I always call them students.
Yeah, they're students. I mean, they're learning something. They're getting a certification. So it's amazing.
Yeah. So got any other questions, Harold? Because I got my favorite question that I always ask.
Oh.
Okay, Corey, go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. So what is one piece of it? Now I can't even talk. What is one piece of advice you'd give someone starting out in our industry?
Have an open mind. First of all, asphalt is not a known trade or known commodity out there to go work. But it's a great industry, and if you just get your feet in the door and have an open mind, you never know where this could take you. I mean, I'm a prime example. I mean, I started off doing accounting for a few asphalt plants for Austin Bridger Road, and now I've just a great fortune to be the general manager over 8 of our asphalt plants in North Texas and South Texas, and just never would have imagined my career would have taken me here. Mm-hmm. And it's been a fun 21 years. And there's so many great people that will mentor you and get you the information, the leadership. Just you got to lean on those folks. And it's not just at Austin, it's the industry. We just had so many, I've had a great fortune to work with so many wonderful folks that, just never imagined I would be in the position I am. And it's just, just be open-minded. You never know.
Great advice.
I think that's great advice just for living these days, is to have that open mind. But certainly for our industry, there's so many opportunities there. And you're so right. There's so many people willing to be mentors in our industry, and it's so great. And just be open to that and open-minded to take their advice too. And you gave just great advice right there, so we appreciate that. What else you got for us, Corey?
Just following up with that, sometimes you need to ask for that help also, or ask, hey, do you mind showing me how to do that? Like kind of pursue a mentor as well, not just sit back and wait for it to happen. I think is something else that we, as individuals, probably should be doing both at work and in life.
Yeah, so people don't just give you, they don't give you the opportunity. You got to go get it. And you find your friends and lean on them. And, when you have time, don't sit there at your desk. Go out there and try to figure out something new to learn.
Yeah. I love that. Good stuff. Of course, don't be like Corey and have nothing but questions all the time. You have to take in some of that sometime, right, Corey?
Well, let me ask a question.
Of your boss?
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Well, I think our time is drawing short already, I can tell. And I just want to say thank you so much. I can't believe we had to wait this long to get you here for the podcast. So thank you for making the time to be here.
I did my best to try not to be on any videos this year. But y'all lured me in, and I couldn't refuse the opportunity. And I'm just so grateful to be able to talk about myself and my career, but just also TXAPA, and just what a world-class association we have here, and it's been a pleasure to serve, and hopefully our members are in a better place, and we'll take it on for the future.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about that. Well, we appreciate Eric Schranz being our 2022 president at TXAPA. We appreciate that leadership, and we really appreciate him sharing a little bit more about who Eric Schranz is and what he enjoys. Corey, you got any last comments over there?
Just be safe out there.
All right, be safe, everybody. We thank you for joining another episode of Asphalt Unscripted, and we hope to see you soon. Goodbye.